It's just some sip of love under the sunlight where the river flow. Standing on the staircase, my heart just know. Birds in the air, they're circling high. Trees all around, reaching up to the sky. Under the sunlight, where the river flows, sitting on the staircase, my heart just knows. Birds up in the air, they circling high. Trees around, reaching up to the sky. People gather and smiling in their eyes. Side by side, we'll rise and rise. We'll rise and rise. Step of love with a story I made. We're all together in the light and the shade. Down the step of love, we're walking slow. Hearts in the river and watch them glow. Hand in hand with the sun above, we're taking each step. On the step of love, down the step of love, the road to the river of the sun. Bounded together where we all belong. Across the bridge with our heart drifting high. River below and stars in the sky. On this step, smile and laughter, love's joy no bound. Every step, a piece of peace, a piece of peace. In the flowing of love, we'll find a release. Step of love where we wave come to be. A journey of heart and wild and free. In the glowing of the sun, under the sun, by the riverside, where the river forever on these steps, sitting on the steps, with our love as our guide. Just know, birds of the air, step of love, they circling high. Trees around, reaching up to the sky. Blooming, falling, petal is drifting free. Little reminded of love and sweet memory. Children laughter, running down the lane with every step they calling my name. Birds overhead, wings open wide, guiding us on this journey we ride.
Steps of Love. Under the golden light of the morning sun, Mr. Happiness stood at the top of a stone staircase, dressed in a crisp white suit that shimmered in the sunlight. This staircase wound gracefully downward, framed by the lush greens of towering trees and blooming flowers. In the air above him, birds flew in gentle circles, casting playful shadows over the steps and filling the scene with a sense of freedom and peace. Below, a river of love flowed softly along the edge of the staircase, its water shimmering with vibrant hues of pink, blue and gold. Tiny, glowing hearts floated along its surface, drifting calmly, as if each one carried a blessing of love and hope. As Mr. Happiness took his first step down, people began to gather around him. Children ran forward with laughter, their eyes wide with wonder as they gazed at the sparkling river. Friends and families stood along the steps exchanging smiles and holding hands drawn together by the magic in the air. Elders watched with serene smiles, walking with a calm grace as they joined the others, feeling the warmth of the journey shared. The group descended together, taking each step as though it were a cherished moment. Blossoms drifted down from the trees, some landing softly on shoulders, others floating down to rest on the river's surface. Each petal added to the beauty, a gentle reminder of nature's blessing on this journey. As they reached the riverbank, the glowing hearts in the water began to rise, drifting up into the air like tiny lanterns. People reached out, touching them gently, and felt a warmth that seemed to travel straight to their hearts. The hearts floated around them, filling the air with a light, ethereal glow, wrapping everyone in an aura of love and unity. At the river's edge, a small bridge arched over the water. The stones were adorned with colorful flowers and vines, creating a beautiful natural passage across the river of love. Mr. Happiness stepped onto the bridge first, pausing to look back at everyone who had joined him. He raised a hand, inviting them to follow, and one by one they crossed the bridge, each step a symbol of the bond they shared. When they reached the other side, the group turned to take in the view. The winding staircase, the river, and the landscape that had brought them together. They stood quietly for a moment, soaking in the peace of the journey they had taken, knowing they were bound by the love they had shared. As the morning sun rose higher, Mr. Happiness and his companions walked further along the path, the glowing hearts following them, lighting their way with a warm, gentle light. They knew that the journey wasn't just about a single destination, but the joy of each step taken together, the beauty of each person by their side, and the love that flowed like the river itself, ever present and unending.
Under the sunlight, where the river flows, sitting on the staircase, my heart just knows. Birds of one day, they circling high, trees around, reaching up to the sky.